Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial video on my YouTube channel. I am Mr. Olo and this is Vic's Tutorials. So in today's tutorial video, I'll quickly be teaching you how you can extract good looking aesthetic UI icons on CorelDRAW. Yeah, you heard that alright. So yes, you know all those UI icons that our brothers in the UI UX design industry are using for their interfaces. You can actually use those icons for your design workflow in CorelDRAW. Now this video is going to solve three problems. One is going to save you the stress at the time of actually going online to search for good looking icons that will enable your workflow to look, professional and productive and efficient. Let me put it that way. So it's going to save you that time and the stress of continually going online to search for good looking icons. Then two, it's going to save you your money, so that in case in the part of purchasing those icon packs that are premium, you won't be able to purchase them again. Rather, you can just have those icon packs for free. And thirdly, it's also going to save you the stress of using those icons only on Figma or XD. Yes, you know, some of these icons, even the free ones, you are only enabled to use it inside of Figma or Adobe XD. And this tutorial video is going to solve that. So sit tight and enjoy this video. Make sure to share this video with other creatives. And without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, just as explained in the introduction. So you have your CorelDRAW workspace and you want to work with icons. You've seen the icons, but they are not easily accessible for you. So let me give you an example. You go online, you research for an icon. Okay, now when you search for an icon, they take you to Figma. Now you go over to Figma and you see some icons that you love, but you can't access them. So let's say you click on this particular icon pack. Now it shows up these parts. Now you see the icons, but you can't actually have them. Some are free, while some are not free. So what do? You say, okay, let me look for free ones. Even when you look for the free ones and they tell you, okay, go to our website. You go to your website, you go to their website, they take you to their website. Now you are able to have access to a bunch of UI design icons, but you can't actually use them because they are not readily made available for you to use outside of either Figma or the softwares you want to use. So let's say you have a lot of icons, so you choose some icons and it takes you to the icon packs, for example. Now you see a lot of icon packs. Now you say, okay, let's say we want to work with this weather. You click on the weather on the weather icon pack. It takes you into the icon pack. Now when you go over to download, you realize that you want to download them, but they are accessible to use only in Figma or Sketch or Adobe XD. But you don't want to use those icons on Figma or Sketch or Adobe XD. You actually want to use them on CorelDRAW. So what do? Instead of you going back online to Google and you start searching and looking for the perfect place to get the kind of icons you want, especially when you're already seeing the icons you want and they are actually the icons you are seeing are what you actually want to use. But because you can't access them, now you have to go back on Google and you start searching, thereby a design that was supposed to take you maybe an hour to create, you end up using 2 to 3 hours. That means the other extra hours were used searching for the icons. And in most cases, you might even not end up having the exact icons that you want. So what do? Now you've gotten to this particular place. Now what you need to note is this looks like an image. Okay, it's like where you say a thumbnail, that kind of a thing. So what do? Since it's like an image, what do? You right click, you copy the image, okay? Then you go over to CorelDRAW. Then you paste with Ctrl V, or you can just right click and you paste. Now what do? What I normally do is I'll try to reduce them a bit, okay? Then I'll go over to my crop tool. Then I'll crop out the parts where the icons are. Now once I crop them out, that means I now have full access to the icons. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'll right click on the icons. Then I go over to quick trace. So once you tap on quick trace, you hold on for some seconds. Now, once you see that your mouse has released, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take this to this side. Then you delete this particular one. You delete this image. You delete. Then you bring this to the middle. Then you ungroup with Ctrl U. So once you've ungrouped, you delete the background, the white background that was already there, and you have access to your icons. And you see, You have access to what? To the icons. You have access to these weather icons to use. And the good part is you can actually change the colors, because these are now vector files. Now, let's say we highlight everything. Now you can see that you can actually change the colors. Blue, cyan, green, yellow, red, pink, purple. You can change it to whatever color you want to change it to. That is the good thing. So we've worked with this. So let me give us another example. So let's go over here to our site again. Let's look for another icon pack. This is another weather icon pack, but let's say we want to work with this particular icon pack. For example, you do the same thing. You right click, you copy the image, you go over to CorelDRAW, you paste, and as usual, not that you can't actually work like this, but I just love to reduce it so that, you know, to be smaller. It won't just occupy everywhere. So I go over to my crop tool. I crop out the image from here. I double tap. Now I right click, I go to quick trace, you wait for some seconds. Once your mouse has finished loading, you remove this top part, which is now a vector file. Then you delete this part, which is still an image. Then you bring back your vector file. Then you ungroup so that you can remove the background. You ungroup. Now you can remove the background. And then you have your icons ready to use. See, you can also change the colors. You can change the colors if you want. Okay? You can change the colors if you want. Now, last but not least, is another way of you getting icons too. Now, that way you can get icons is to go over to Google. Now, let's say you search, for example, I'm using this search word app user interface icons used in Figma and download. That is how many of us search for things online, right? So let's say you search for things like this. Now, you can easily go to images. So once you click on images, it will take you to places you can see a lot of image icons, okay? It can take you to a place you can see a lot of image icons. So you just have to scroll through the list of icons that you're going to see. Maybe look for the ones that fancy you or really solves your problem. So let's say this is the one that solves our problem. I want to use some of the icons here, for example. Okay, let's say I want to use some of the icons here. What do? You do the same thing. You right click. You can also go down and see some other extras. You can see some other extra stuff here, right? So let's say this is the icon pack we want to use. You can just right click. You copy the image, you go over to CorelDRAW, and you paste. Now let's reduce. Now we crop out the icon place we want to make use of. Now you crop it out. As usual, you right click, then you go to quick trace. Wait for some seconds, it finish tracing. You then carry out your vector, delete the image, bring back your vector, you ungroup. So let's give this our background a color. So now since we have some white stuff here, so that we can be able to see our icons we are working with. So let's say we give our background, we double tap. So let's say we give our background let's say purple, for example. Okay, so now we can remove our background that is here. That means you can remove this. That means you can remove this background, and then you have your You have your icons. So let's increase them a little bit. So you see now you have your icons. So let's use a different background. Let's say brown, so we can be able to see things clearly. Or we use a deeper color. Let's say something. Okay, so now you see you have your icons. That means you can now change your you can change your icon. So let's say this is let's say you want to change to this green. Why this becomes, let's say, yellow. You see, you can actually change the colors if you want. Let's say this is yellow. So this is orange. You can change it to your complementary colors or whatever colors you want to use for your design. So let's say white. Okay, so you can change your colors now. So this is how you can actually get icons on CorelDRAW from you can actually extract icons and use them in your workflow, in your designs, and whatever you want to work on CorelDRAW. So I hope you loved this video and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like button so that more people, it can help the algorithm for more people to see it. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe, as this will help us to grow and create more tutorial videos like this for you. And please, if you have questions or anything you want to add to the channel, please leave it in the comment section and I'll attend to you as soon as possible. So this is me signing out, and I'll be leaving you here now till our next tutorial video. So if you want to improve your skills in graphic design, click on any of the tutorial video showing on the screen. Until next time, stay safe and stay productive. See you.